Hello, everyone. The way you see yourself determines how the world responds to you. Your belief about who you are, what you can achieve, and where you belong is the foundation upon which your life is built. The mind is a powerful tool, and it has the ability to shape the reality you experience every single day. If you believe you are capable, if you see yourself as someone who deserves success, then your actions, your words, and even your presence will reflect that belief. And the world will respond accordingly. We often hear people say, I'll believe it when I see it. But the truth is, you will see it when you believe it. Everything you accomplish in life begins as an idea, a vision in your mind before it materializes into reality. Every great leader, every successful entrepreneur, every world-class athlete, none of them started with proof of their greatness. They started with belief. They walked into rooms, into challenges, into opportunities with the conviction that they were meant to be there. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is rarely intelligence, talent, or luck. It is the way they perceive themselves. If you constantly tell yourself that you are not good enough, that you don't belong, that others are more qualified, then you will unconsciously act in ways that confirm those thoughts. You will hesitate, you will second guess yourself, and you will allow self-doubt to rob you of the opportunities that are right in front of you. Confidence is not arrogance, it is self-assurance. Arrogance is built on a fragile foundation of comparison, on the need to feel superior to others. Confidence, on the other hand, is built on self-trust. It is knowing that you have put in the work, that you are prepared, that you are capable. When you walk with confidence, people notice. They listen to you differently. They take you seriously because the world reflects back to you the way you see yourself. Imagine two people walking into the same interview. One walks in with shoulders slumped, voice uncertain, words filled with hesitation. The other walks in with a firm handshake, a steady gaze, and a clear voice. They may have the exact same qualifications, but one will be perceived as more competent simply because of the way they carry themselves. This is not about deception, it is about alignment. When your self-belief is strong, it aligns with your actions, and that alignment influences the way others treat you. People who exude confidence are not necessarily the smartest or the most talented, but they have something far more powerful, a certainty in themselves. They do not need to seek permission to be great. They do not wait for others to validate their worth. Instead, they step forward, they take risks, and they position themselves in spaces where their presence demands attention. But confidence is not something you are born with. It is something you build, and it starts with changing the way you talk to yourself. Too often, people carry narratives in their minds that limit them. They remember past failures. They focus on weaknesses. They replay the words of people who doubted them. But what if you changed that story? What if instead of telling yourself you are not ready, you started telling yourself that you are more than capable? What if instead of focusing on what you lack, you focused on what you bring to the table? Belief is a decision. You can decide at any moment to believe in yourself. And once you do, your actions will follow. You will start to walk with purpose. You will speak with conviction. You will take the kind of bold steps that lead to success. Because confidence is not just a feeling, it is a way of being. The world respects those who respect themselves. It listens to those who speak with certainty. It follows those who walk with purpose. If you want people to believe in you, you must first believe in yourself. When you do, you will find that opportunities open up, doors that once seemed locked will suddenly become accessible, and the success you once thought was out of reach will begin to feel inevitable. This is not about pretending. It is about stepping fully into the person you were always meant to be. If you see yourself as someone worthy of success, someone who deserves to be in the room, someone who has value to offer, then that belief will shape everything you do. And as a result, the world will respond by treating you exactly as you see yourself. The way you think determines the way you perform. Your mindset is the foundation upon which your actions, habits, and ultimately your success are built. If you believe you are capable, if you act as if you are already the best, then you will naturally align your behavior, decisions, and effort to match that belief. This is not about pretending to be something you are not. It is about unlocking the discipline, resilience, and focus required to reach the highest level of performance. Success does not come to those who wait for the perfect opportunity or those who hesitate until they feel ready. It comes to those who step up, act with confidence, and prepare as if they are already the best in their field. When you act like the best, you begin to train, think, and push yourself as if excellence is the only standard. And when that standard becomes your norm, your performance begins to reflect it. Every champion was once a beginner, but what separates those who rise to the top from those who remain average is the mindset they choose to adopt. If you believe you are ordinary, you will settle for ordinary results. But when you believe you are destined for greatness, you start making decisions that align with that belief. You wake up earlier, you train harder, you refine your skills relentlessly because you understand that success is earned, not given. Discipline is one of the first things that changes when you shift your mindset. People who operate at the highest level do not rely on motivation alone. They understand that motivation is fleeting, but discipline is consistent. Acting like the best means showing up even when you do not feel like it, pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, and refusing to make excuses. The best performers in any field do not wait for inspiration. They create routines and habits that ensure they improve daily. They do not let distractions pull them away from their goals because they have conditioned themselves to stay focused on the bigger picture. Resilience is another key element that separates the best from the rest. Challenges, setbacks, and failures are inevitable, but the way you respond to them determines whether you rise or fall. When you act like the best, you develop a mindset that refuses to break under pressure. Instead of seeing obstacles as roadblocks, you see them as opportunities to grow. Instead of giving up when things get hard, you adapt, learn, and push forward with even more determination. The most successful people in the world are not those who never fail, but those who refuse to let failure define them. Focus is what ties everything together. The ability to shut out distractions, to prioritize what truly matters, and to direct your energy toward meaningful progress is what separates the great from the mediocre. When you act like the best, you train your mind to stay locked in on your goals. You are not easily swayed by negativity, by temporary setbacks, or by the opinions of those who do not see your vision. Instead, you maintain clarity, work with precision, and move with purpose. The reason so many people never reach their full potential is not because they lack ability, but because they never cultivate the right mindset. They let fear, doubt, and hesitation hold them back. They wait for external validation before stepping into their greatness. But those who achieve extraordinary things understand that mindset drives performance. They do not wait for success to come to them. They train their minds to think, act, and perform at the highest level, even before the results show. It all starts with a choice, a decision to show up every day as if you are already the best, to commit to excellence in everything you do, to develop the habits, the discipline, and the resilience that set the foundation for greatness. When you do this, you will begin to notice a shift, not just in the way you work, but in the way the world responds to you. People respect those who carry themselves with confidence and purpose. Opportunities come to those who prepare for them. And success follows those who have conditioned their minds to expect nothing less. Your performance will never exceed your mindset. If you think small, you will achieve small. If you think like the best, act like the best, and prepare like the best, then eventually you will become the best. The choice is yours. Success does not begin with external validation. It starts within you. Before the world believes in your potential, your vision, or your ability to achieve great things, you must first believe it yourself. The way you see yourself, the value you assign to your own abilities, and the confidence you carry determine how high you will rise. Your self-image is the foundation for everything you accomplish. If you see yourself as capable, strong, and deserving of success, then you will naturally act in ways that align with that belief. But if you see yourself as unworthy, inadequate, or incapable, no amount of external encouragement will be enough to push you forward. Everything in life follows the pattern of what you expect for yourself. If you believe you are capable of greatness, you will strive for it. You will put in the work, make bold moves, and push past your limitations because you trust in your ability to succeed. But if you carry doubts about your worth, you will hesitate, second guess yourself, and play small even when opportunities are right in front of you. The truth is, no one can believe in you more than you believe in yourself. No matter how many people support you, if you do not see yourself as capable, their words will feel empty. But when you carry a strong, unshakable belief in your own potential, even when others doubt you, it will not matter because you know exactly who you are and what you are capable of achieving. This is why self-picture is everything. Your self-picture is the standard you set for yourself, and that standard dictates your actions, decisions, and ultimately your results. If you see yourself as someone who deserves success, you will show up with confidence. You will take risks, put in the extra effort, and refuse to settle for anything less than excellence. On the other hand, if you see yourself as someone who is destined to struggle or fail, you will find ways to confirm that belief, whether by procrastinating, avoiding challenges, or giving up too soon. One of the most important shifts you can make in life is learning to see yourself as the person you aspire to be before the results show. Champions do not wait until they win to act like winners. They think, train, and prepare like the best long before the world recognizes them. They develop the habits, mindset, and discipline that position them for greatness because they already see themselves as capable of achieving it. They do not wait for permission to succeed. They take ownership of their future and work toward it every single day. Believing in yourself is not about arrogance. It is about certainty. It is about knowing that you have what it takes, even when the evidence is not yet visible. It is about carrying yourself with confidence, even when you are still learning and growing. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is rarely talent or luck. It is self-belief. The people who achieve the most in life are not always the smartest, the most talented, or the most connected, but they are the ones who refuse to doubt themselves. They step forward with confidence, take action despite fear, and trust in their ability to figure things out along the way. Success does not start with talent, resources, or luck. It starts with an internal decision, a decision to believe in yourself, even when no one else does, a decision to act like the person you want to become long before the world acknowledges it, a decision to refuse to settle for anything less than what you are truly capable of achieving. This internal foundation is what separates those who succeed from those who remain stuck. The good news is, self-belief is something you can develop. It is not something you are born with or without. It is something you cultivate through your thoughts, habits, and daily actions. It begins with the way you talk to yourself, the way you carry yourself, and the way you approach challenges. If you constantly feed your mind with doubt, fear, and insecurity, those thoughts will shape your reality. But if you fill your mind with confidence, determination, and the belief that you are capable of great things, your actions will reflect that, and success will follow. Your self-esteem is the key to unlocking your potential. When you start seeing yourself as someone who is capable, worthy, and deserving of success, everything in your life begins to shift. You make decisions from a place of confidence instead of fear. You pursue opportunities with courage instead of hesitation. You handle setbacks with resilience instead of defeat. And most importantly, you stop waiting for external validation to confirm what you already know deep inside. You were made for greatness. Before the world believes in you, you must believe in yourself, because the world will always treat you the way you treat yourself. If you carry yourself with confidence, if you expect the best for yourself, and if you act in alignment with the success you desire, then sooner or later, the world will have no choice but to recognize it. It all starts internally. It starts with you. The journey to mastery begins with belief. Before competence is visible to the world, conviction must take root within you. The more you trust in your abilities, the more you give yourself permission to grow, learn, and refine your skills. Those who achieve excellence do not start as experts. They start as believers. Individuals who are convinced that they have the potential to become great, they act with confidence long before they have mastered their craft because they understand that belief is what fuels progress. Many people assume that skill comes first, that they must be highly competent before they can trust themselves. But the reality is the opposite. Conviction comes first. The belief that you are capable is what pushes you to practice, to put in the effort, and to keep going when things get difficult. Without conviction, even the most talented individuals can fail to reach their potential. Doubt leads to hesitation, and hesitation leads to inaction. But when you trust yourself, you take bold steps, embrace challenges, and develop resilience, all of which contribute to sharpening your abilities. Every master was once a beginner. The greatest athletes, musicians, entrepreneurs, and thought leaders did not start at the top. They started with a mindset that said, "I will become great." They pushed through failures, setbacks, and rejections, not because they were already the best, but because they believed they could be. That conviction led them to practice relentlessly, refine their techniques, and learn from every mistake. Over time, their competence caught up with their belief. The world saw them as experts, but long before that, they had already seen themselves that way. The reason belief is so powerful is that it shapes how you show up. When you trust in your abilities, you approach tasks with confidence. You take on challenges that others shy away from. Not because you have all the answers, but because you trust yourself to figure them out. You put in the necessary work, knowing that every effort compounds over time. Your belief keeps you consistent, and consistency is what separates those who improve from those who remain stagnant. Growth is not about perfection, it is about persistence. Those who become great are not necessarily the most naturally gifted. They are the ones who believe so deeply in their potential that they refuse to quit. When others doubt them, they remain steady. When they fail, they adjust and try again. Their conviction acts as an anchor, keeping them focused even in moments of uncertainty. This unwavering belief fuels their ability to keep practicing until their competence reaches a level of undeniable mastery. Doubt, on the other hand, does the opposite. It limits growth, stalls progress, and creates an internal barrier to success. When you doubt yourself, you hold back from opportunities. You hesitate to take risks, fearing failure instead of seeing it as a learning tool. You question whether you are good enough, and that doubt weakens your effort. The truth is, no one reaches the top by accident. Success is intentional, and it begins with self-trust. The most successful people are not those who wait until they feel fully prepared before they take action. They step forward despite uncertainty, trusting that every step they take will bring them closer to mastery. They do not wait for external validation. They validate themselves by showing up, doing the work, and pushing past obstacles. They understand that skills are developed through experience, and experience comes from taking action, not from waiting for the perfect moment. This is why self-belief must be developed and protected. The world will often try to shake your confidence, to make you question your abilities. But if you allow external doubts to dictate your self-preaching you will never take the steps necessary to grow. You must guard your conviction fiercely. Remind yourself daily that you are capable, that you are improving, and that with consistent effort, you will achieve mastery. The more you reinforce this belief, the stronger it becomes. It is not arrogance to trust yourself. It is a necessity. If you do not believe in your abilities, why should anyone else? Confidence is not about pretending to be perfect. It is about trusting your ability to improve. It is about knowing that even if you are not the best today, you have what it takes to become better. That belief fuels action, and action leads to skill development. Over time, your competence rises to match your conviction. Mastery is not about talent alone. It is about perseverance. Those who trust themselves continue to show up even when progress is slow. They push forward even when success is not immediate. They understand that consistency compounds and that belief is the force that keeps them moving. Competence follows conviction because conviction creates the conditions for growth. It keeps you disciplined, resilient, and focused. And as long as you keep going, success is inevitable. The world rewards those who believe in themselves. Every great achievement begins with a simple decision to trust in your ability to improve. So start now, act with confidence, push forward with conviction. The more you believe in yourself, the more your skills will sharpen, and one day the world will see what you have always known. You were capable all along. The fear of judgment is one of the greatest barriers to personal growth and success. It keeps people from taking action, from speaking their minds, and from stepping into their full potential. The moment you stop seeking external validation, you liberate yourself from invisible chains that hold you back. You begin to rise beyond limits, unshaken by opinions, and focus solely on what truly matters: your growth, your purpose, and your vision. Too many people live their lives trapped by the fear of what others might think. They hesitate to take risks because they worry about criticism. They hold back from expressing their true selves because they fear rejection. But the truth is, no matter what you do, there will always be people who criticize, judge, and misunderstand you. If you allow their opinions to dictate your actions, you will forever remain stuck in a cycle of seeking approval rather than pursuing your dreams. When you free yourself from the need for external validation, you reclaim control over your life. You stop filtering your decisions through the lens of other people's expectations. You begin to act based on your values, your passions, and your inner convictions. This shift is powerful because it allows you to move with confidence, not hesitation. It enables you to take bold steps without constantly second-guessing yourself. And most importantly, it gives you the freedom to grow without limits. Greatness has never been achieved by those who seek to please everyone. Every person who has made a significant impact has had to face judgment and criticism. They succeeded not because they were universally accepted, but because they refused to let fear dictate their path. They understood that the pursuit of excellence comes with opposition. When you do something different, when you stand out, people will talk. Some will admire you, some will doubt you, and others will try to pull you down. But none of that matters if you are grounded in self-belief. The need for approval is exhausting and unfulfilling. It forces you to conform, to shrink yourself, to fit into molds that were never meant for you. It makes you live according to the expectations of others rather than the calling on your life. But the moment you decide that external opinions do not define you, everything changes. You start living with authenticity, embracing who you truly are, and pursuing what truly matters to you. This is where true success begins. One of the greatest misconceptions is that validation brings confidence. Many believe that once they receive enough approval, they will feel secure in themselves. But confidence does not come from external praise, it comes from internal certainty. If your confidence is built on the approval of others, it will always be fragile. One negative comment, one rejection, one failure, and it shatters. But when your confidence comes from within, it remains unshaken regardless of what others say. Overcoming the fear of judgment requires a mindset shift. You must realize that opinions are just that. Opinions. They are not facts. What someone else thinks about you is a reflection of their perspective, not your worth. People judge based on their own fears, insecurities, and biases. They project their limitations onto others. If you let their judgment affect you, you are allowing their limitations to become your own. But when you recognize that their opinions hold no power over you, you become unstoppable. Another key to eliminating the fear of judgment is to accept that you cannot control how others perceive you. No matter how carefully you act, no matter how much you try to fit in, people will still form their own opinions. Some will misunderstand you, some will disapprove of you, and that is okay. Your job is not to convince the world to accept you. Your job is to be true to yourself and pursue your path with unwavering determination. And the fear of judgment also diminishes when you shift your focus from seeking approval to making an impact. When you become deeply committed to your goals, your dreams, and your purpose, the opinions of others become irrelevant. You no longer worry about whether people agree with you because you are too busy creating, growing, and making a difference. Your energy is no longer wasted on trying to be liked. It is invested in becoming the best version of yourself. Letting go of external validation does not mean ignoring feedback. Constructive criticism is valuable and can help you grow. But there's a difference between learning from feedback and being controlled by fear. Accept input that helps you improve, but never let fear stop you from taking action. True growth happens outside the comfort zone, and breaking free from the fear of judgment is a major step toward that growth. The moment you stop caring about unnecessary validation, you gain a new level of freedom. You stop hesitating, you stop doubting, and you stop holding yourself back. You begin to act boldly, speak confidently, and chase your dreams without restraint. You become a person who is driven not by the need to be accepted, but by the desire to live fully. Success does not come to those who wait for approval. It comes to those who believe in themselves enough to move forward regardless of what others think. When you eliminate the fear of judgment, you unlock your true potential. You become fearless, focused, and free to rise beyond every limitation. And in doing so, you inspire others to do the same. True greatness is not about proving yourself superior to others. It is about striving to become the best version of yourself so that you can uplift and inspire those around you. When you lead with purpose rather than ego, your motivation shifts from seeking recognition to making a meaningful impact. Ego is self-serving, but purpose is transformative. It compels you to grow, not for the sake of comparison, but for the value you bring to the world. Many people mistakenly believe that success is about dominance, about standing above others to prove their worth. But true leaders, the ones who leave a lasting legacy, understand that their role is not to be above, but to be ahead, clearing the path for others to follow. They know that their purpose is not about outshining others, but about illuminating the way for those who come after them. Their greatness is measured not by how many people they surpass, but by how many people they empower. Ego thrives on external validation. It craves acknowledgement, applause, and superiority. But the problem with leading from ego is that it is fragile. It depends on comparison, on winning, on constantly proving oneself. The moment validation disappears, so does the confidence. Purpose, on the other hand, is unshakable. It is rooted in something greater than personal gain. It drives you forward even when no one is watching, even when the road is difficult, because it is fueled by a vision bigger than yourself. The best leaders, the most impactful individuals, are not those who demand respect, but those who command it through their actions. They do not need to boast about their greatness because it is evident in the way they live. Their focus is not on being admired, but on being effective. They do not seek attention. They attract it naturally through their commitment to their work, their integrity, and their unwavering pursuit of excellence. When you lead with purpose, your success is not defined by how much you have, but by how much you give. It is not about proving that you are the best, but about proving that you are constantly growing, evolving, and pushing beyond your limits. It is about demonstrating discipline, perseverance, and humility, showing others that success is not a destination, but a continuous journey of self-improvement. Purpose is what separates those who achieve temporary success from those who build lasting legacies. History remembers those who lead with vision, not vanity. It honors those who inspire, not those who compete for the spotlight. The people who leave the greatest impact are not those who try to be the best in the world, but those who try to be the best for the world. There is a quiet confidence that comes with leading from purpose. It allows you to move without insecurity, to embrace challenges without fear, and to stand firm in your values even when no one is watching. When you operate with a purpose-driven mindset, you do not need to announce your greatness. Your work speaks for itself. Your dedication is evident, your commitment is unwavering, and your influence is undeniable. The journey to becoming the best version of yourself is not about seeking superiority. It is about striving for mastery. It is about refining your skills, deepening your knowledge, and expanding your capacity to contribute. It is about setting high standards, not for the sake of outpacing others, but for the sake of personal excellence. And in doing so, you inspire those around you to do the same. The greatest leaders are not those who seek to control, but those who seek to empower. They do not hoard knowledge or opportunities. They share them. They do not climb alone. They lift others with them. They understand that their success is not threatened by the success of others, but is instead amplified by it. Purpose-driven individuals are not focused on being better than others. They are focused on being better than they were yesterday. They measure progress not by how far ahead they are of the competition, but by how far they have come on their own journey. Their motivation is not to win at the expense of others, but to grow in a way that allows them to contribute more, serve more, and leave a meaningful mark on the world. True greatness does not come from seeking validation. It comes from embracing responsibility. The responsibility to develop your potential, to use your gifts wisely, and to lead in a way that inspires others. It comes from the understanding that your life is not just about what you achieve, but about how you use your success to make a difference. Ego will always demand recognition, but purpose will always deliver impact. One fades quickly, the other endures. When you choose to lead with purpose, you choose a path of true significance. One where your success is not just measured by what you have, but by what you leave behind. True greatness is not about proving you are better than others. It is about striving to be the best version of yourself so you can uplift and inspire those around you. When you lead with purpose rather than ego, you move beyond the need for validation and embrace the responsibility of impact. Ego demands recognition, but purpose creates lasting influence. The world does not remember those who compete for attention. It remembers those who serve with intention. Your journey is not about outshining others, it is about outgrowing your own limits. The more you focus on developing yourself, the greater your ability to contribute. Lead with vision, not vanity. Pursue mastery, not superiority. And remember, your success is not measured by what you gain, but by what you give. Thank you for your time, your commitment to growth, and your dedication to making a difference. Keep striving, keep growing, and keep leading with purpose.